Good morning and welcome back. Today we are going to be flipping over the cupboard doors. We've done one coat on the one side, so now we need to do a coat on the other side. Once that is done, they'll be sanded, not by hand this time. Craig's going to sand them for me, and then we'll do another layer, sand, another layer. We're not quite sure if they're going to need 3 or 4 coats. We'll have to see. After that, we'll go back into the other garage where we have left the drawers to dry, and they should be ready for a steel wool and another layer of varnish. Very busy day. Come join us. So he's made the drawers for these 2 cupboards. Those 2 still have to be made. Right, so Craig sanded and painted, so that looks good. And then he put our runners in for the bottom drawer. Brilliant. So those 2 are in. He's obviously still going to have to put a runner in here. And then this is also all sanded and painted. Oh, it looks so nice, I must say. It really does. It does need another coat, but it really looks great. Which makes me think that here, I think we're going to have to wood fill and sand and paint, because the cupboard, as you can see, Craig's drawn a line, comes up to here, so these are all going to be visible. But yeah, so lots is happening. Let's go and see what's happening in the garage. As you can see, the sun has come out. It's a beautiful day. What I call the boxes, but the drawers are now dry. Craig's going to put them into the garage here. He's going to steel wool them. For those of you who are not quite sure what steel wool is, it's this. And then you rub it across and just makes it all smooth. See, Craig is steel wooling the drawer. I wish you could feel it. It makes it feel so nice and smooth. And once that one's done, that one's done. We ran out of space in our garage, so we put newspaper on our dining room table, and we are going to put the second layer of varnish on our drawers. They have been vacuumed, so we're just going to give them a quick wipe just to make sure we've got all the dust from the steel wool off, and then we're going to varnish them. I wish you could feel how smooth and lovely it feels. It gives such a nice finish when you use steel wool between the layers of varnish. It comes out so beautifully. Let's get on with it. So first coat on the right side of the cupboard is done. You can't really see the color in this light at all. And then obviously from that direction, it looks different. So let's go back to this direction. So we've got an undercoat on here, and we have got our first coat of water-based enamel. You can see it's drying here a little bit, and it's a very thin layer. So the plan is now to sand when this is dry tomorrow, and then do another layer. I'm quite happy with most, reflection's not great. I'm quite happy with most of my finishes here. They actually are quite smooth on the joins. So when I did the other side of the cupboard, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, there are a couple of issues like that, but most of them are quite smooth. So yes, it's coming along. And just like that, we have drawers. So Craig has installed these drawers. He's put the masonite at the bottom and soft closing. So we did do 3 layers of varnish on the drawers, as we did with the other drawers. I just didn't video the third rub or sand, I suppose, with the steel wool and another coat to varnish, because I'm sure you don't want to sit watching us paint all the time. So once it was dry, the second coat, we steel wooled it, vacuum cleaned it, brushed it off, and then did the third layer of varnish so we could install the drawers. While those were drying, Craig took his tape measure and his thinking cap and spent a while trying to figure out how to make the drawer under the sink, especially with the plumbing in the way. He's come up with a plan, and I think it's going to work, and I think it's going to look fantastic. At the end of a very busy day, when we stepped outside, we were greeted by this most spectacular sunset. Hashtag no filter. Thank you for watching a little bit of DIY. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing to our channel.